Lauren, the first stop was at the new Connecticut Science Center in Hartford, where about 175 people paid $500 each in order to hear the vice president. That event was closed to the media. The second stop was at an East Hartford firehouse, where Biden announced a stimulus grant of $4 million for a new fire station.
We're going to build a lot more fire halls around America. We're going to employ a lot more people around America. We're going to put a lot more cops to work around America.
The vice president was not only in East Hartford to raise money for Dodd, whom he called the single most gifted legislator in Congress, now that Senator Ted Kennedy is gone. He was there to push the federal stimulus package. Dodd himself remained in Washington today working on health care legislation. Dodd's wife, Jackie Clegg Dodd, was with the vice president, but she did not speak today. Biden said the stimulus plan is working and that, as he put it, the best is yet to come.
Chris Dodd, Joe Biden, Joe Lieberman, some of our Republican friends, as well as the president. We're not going anywhere till we fix this.
Dodd is down on the polls and is facing the fight of his long political life. He's being challenged even within his own party, and one candidate, Merrick Alpert, was outside the firehouse this afternoon, and he says the Democratic Party must put forth a new candidate to replace Dodd in 2010.
Many of those folks have already decided not to support Senator Dodd. They want a clear option. They want to move away from him. And he's not out there each night. Let's face it, he's not going town to town and doing what I'm doing 7 days a week.
But among the party faithful, Dodd is still their man.
I think it's still real early. I think that a lot of people in Connecticut, frankly, are going to be focusing on the governor's race. And I think Chris is going to be okay. I think he's got to get back home. I think he's got to remind voters of the work that he's done in the Senate to keep jobs in Connecticut.
To those who criticize us for doing this, I say, what would you do? What will you do while Wall Street recovers and Main Street drowns? What will you do?
Now, Tea Party protesters demonstrated against the vice president's visit, and Republican State Chairman Chris Healy said adding the announcement of the grant for the firehouse to the vice president's schedule made the trip at least partially government business. Paid for, said Healy, in part by taxpayers. Back to you, Lauren.